For you, what do you think the biggest challenge the black community is facing? Of all the things possible that you can name, what would you say is the number one challenge the black community is facing?
Police brutality. Honestly, that's the biggest.
You said police brutality?
That's the biggest. That's how I feel like it is, yeah.
Huh? Don't make me do this. I don't want to debate.
I may not be black, but I'm from St. Louis, and I lived through Mike Brown and everything that happened down there, and we were at war. Like, literally, the city was at war with the police. So I 100% agree with what you said.
What do you think the biggest challenge that the black community is facing?
I think the biggest challenge that the black community faces is that since the beginning of slavery and since the beginning of segregation and all of that, it's always been let's break down the black household. That's why they destroyed the Black Panther Party, right? And so I think that because we have rooted pain and deep trust within our own community, we're broken, and that reflects into our generation. So yeah.
What would you say is the biggest challenge that the black community is facing?
Working together, as usual. I think that's our biggest hiccup. Working together is what we need to do way more.
How do you see us getting there, or do you have any idea or any suggestion, any advice on how we can start getting better at that?
I think if we do more social events that are more dedicated towards not just having fun, because we do that a lot, but more towards building more community social events, like getting to know everybody, I think that would kind of make more security and safety within the black community for us to be working together.
Colorism, like just being hateful towards each other. Like, why do we got these caramel, dark skin, brown skin, like just whatever, like just love each other. Stop being hateful because the girl is darker than somebody. Just if you like what you like, then like what you like, but don't put down the next, I guess, shade because that's how you feel. Like, just love each other. Like, that's all I want. Black people just need to stop being so hateful towards each other because we are our worst enemy at the end of the day. And until we get to that point where we ain't like having that much disrespectful likeness to each other and just standing our own ground for each other, we'll be a better race.
Great answer. What do you think? What's the biggest challenge with the black community right now?
I agree with her. Like, why we got team? I didn't like that whole team light skin, team dark skin, because I would have my friends be like, whose side you want? My side, Taylor's side? Because what we not gonna do? Like, we're separating ourselves instead of being together, and that's what they want us to do. They want us to like be divided instead of together. Because what's that saying? I forgot the saying, but I ain't gonna say it. But like, we could take down a whole village if we could come together. But because we're low-key ignorant and we just you have to date a woman like my color, or you can't date a woman her because she's not pretty. Like, no, everyone is pretty in their own race, their own size, color. I don't even care if you're fucking purple. If you look good, you look good. That's all that matters. But people these days, they only care. They only care about skin color. They don't care about personalities. They don't care about none of that.
Facts. Say it again.
As long as you got a fat ass and big titties, that's all they care. Right? Honestly, at this point, like,
You can be the baddest bitch and have the most ugly personality.
How do you feel about BBLs?
Ain't none of my business. I feel like God gave me enough, even though I feel like I want a bigger ass look. It's all right. It is what it is. If you want to get your booty plumped up, go ahead. But me, I'm keeping it natural. The only thing I'm gonna do is get a breast reduction, but my back hurt. But everything else, I like what I like. I'm good.
do what makes you happy. If that makes you happy, then do it. I ain't judging. I'm looking. I ain't judging. I'm looking. And I'll be like, okay.
Do we feel like it's not a contradiction to say that you should love who you are as a person and not get into colorism and all these things, but then also say, hey, I empower those who go and get these artificial parts added to themselves because they're not happy with what they look like?
You can't do everything. You can't literally do everything. You can't make everything right. Like, even though if you feel this way, people still gonna do what they want to do. Like, everybody has different opinions, different values, different morals. At the end of the day, if they ain't hurting themselves and killing themselves, like, they good. That's all that matters at this point. Can't do nothing about it.
Listen, I just want to interrupt for just a sec to say say, if you are enjoying this video, I ask that you please hit that like button. If you enjoy my content, if you want to help the channel, please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It helps pushes my video out there. I would really appreciate it. Also, subscribe to my second channel if you have not subscribed yet. Link is in the description.
For you, what do you think the biggest challenge the black community is facing? Of all the things possible that you can name, what would you say is the number one challenge the black community is facing?
Police brutality. Honestly, that's the biggest.
You said police brutality?
That's the biggest. That's how I feel like it is, yeah.
Don't make me do this. I don't want to debate. But just, I'm going to give you a gentle, respectful pushback on that. First and foremost, police brutality, the statistics of police brutality compared to black on black crime, it's not even a conversation. Secondly, police brutality, you put that above all the other things?
I mean, okay, yeah, you're right.
Look, I may not be black, but I'm from St. Louis, and I lived through Mike Brown and everything that happened down there, and we were at war. Like, literally, the city was at war with the police. So I 100% agree with what you said.
You know, black people, we kill each other 10 times more a day than police kill us in a year.
I agree with you on that.
In a year.
Black on black crime is, black on black crime. I mean, we shouldn't be doing it at all. And everything like that's exactly what they want us to do is kill each other off and everything like that. Because again, they know if we stand together and everything like as a community and as a unit like we should, then we go ahead and overpower them and everything like that. That's exactly why they come into our communities, do what they do and everything like that. I mean, the justice system by itself, everybody knows it's fucking crooked and everything like that. But at the same time, though, you got to look at it too. It's not right that they come into our house and everything like that or anywhere just to go ahead and kill us off just like we're nothing and stuff like that. So again, it does go back to the police brutality because, again, we can't literally be safe in our own cities. I mean, the other day, it was an old lady sit down. She was broke down on the side of the street. I pulled over, helped her out and everything, and I waited there until a cop came. But at the end of the day, when that cop pulled up, once he pulled up, I did not feel safe. Once he pulled up, I was like, you know what? I don't feel safe. She's good. There's a cop here. I'm going to get out of here before something else happens because, again, I don't feel safe. And I shouldn't feel like that and everything like that. So, again, I'm going to stick with my answer. It goes with the police brutality, but again, you're also right. I'm not going to disagree with you and everything like that. Black on black crime, we shouldn't be doing it at all. So,
and right now is the last time because I do not condone police brutality at all. And right now is the worst time because of what just happened to Sonya Massey. Of course, I feel like I know your opinions already, but just curious what your thoughts are around what happened to Miss Sonya Massey.
At the end of the day, we just talked about race, and if I call the police versus him calling the police, it's a different situation. If he gets pulled over versus me getting pulled over, it's a different outcome. And me and him have dealt with it firsthand. He's dealt with racism from police firsthand. And there are situations where he was in a car accident. He was the victim. And if I didn't show up, it would have been a different situation.
Last question. What do you think the biggest problem with the black community is? Or the biggest challenge the black community face that you've experienced?
I don't know.
What would you say is the biggest challenge that the black community face? Of all things in the world, what would you say is the biggest challenge that the black community is facing?
Police officers.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Oh, no. Not again.
And that's all I gotta say.
Police officers more than racism as a whole, more than other black people, more than fathers not being in the home, you will put police officers at number one?
All I'm gonna say is police officers. You know, people they take power to another level. Once you gain that power, people take advantage of it. And that's just what it is. And that's all I gotta say. Until next time.
Oh yeah, DD got a podcast.